Another complaint that is heard around literature, for instance, and that there's a lot of concentration on informational text as opposed to reading of classical literature in this Common Core. Can you speak to that for us?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
When you read the Common Core Standards, you will see interspersed from kindergarten all the way through 12th, the high school, a focus on classical literature, including Shakespeare. It doesn't identify what are the classical literature pieces, but it lists such things as Shakespeare or the Bible or famous American authors. And so it is a choice of a local school district as to which books would be read. The part about information is that the Common Core Standards, when you read them, is to say that science teachers have a responsibility for helping with reading. They have a responsibility for helping students read science-type related materials. Social studies teachers have the responsibility for helping students understand the vocabulary and the Declaration of Independence of the U.S. Constitution or the Federalist Papers or the Gettysburg Address. Career technical education teachers have the responsibility to teach the vocabulary necessary to be successful in automotive technology. So the big focus on information is really addressing those areas outside of, or in addition to, the whole notion of being able to read literature in English language arts. There is a responsibility, however, for English language arts teachers to do informational reading also. Nonfiction can be considered informational reading. And we know, especially our young boys, have a propensity to like informational or nonfiction versus fiction. And so all of us, I mean, if I were to ask you, how many of you have read 22 pieces of literature compared to 100 pieces of information? You know, our lives, informational reading, it surrounds our lives. And so consequently, we do need to have that balance.
All right. Mr. Faulkner, would you add anything?
I agree with Dr. Atkinson, but it also shows that the Common Core Language Arts not only does language arts, but it also impacts social studies, science, whatever you have to read. Common Core is kind of infiltrated.
Well, let's talk about the